It is time to test out our brand new VHS player and CD player that you saw in the last Mish-Mash video. So let's put the old James Bond movie in there. My latest one, by the way, picked that up for 50 cents, or no, 25 cents. Octopussy. I want to get the whole collection of James Bond tapes. Alright, she lit up, cassette is in, all the lights are lit. Let's see what happens here. Looks pretty good, huh? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's great. Great. Alright, let's try the old DVD player with the snows of Kilimanjaro. Well, at first she didn't want to play, and this is what we were getting. The blue screen of death. Anyway, it took me a little while to figure out that this light right here is lit on the tape side right now. We need to get it lit on the DVD side, and it's done with this central button. And now we have our DVD player. Works great. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, for $10, that was an excellent investment. By the way, kiddies, you know, this is some pretty old electronics, and it's not a good idea to leave them plugged in. Plug them in when you're ready to use them. Unplug them when you're not. Don't be leaving the house with these things plugged in, okay? It's not ancient electronics, but I don't trust it, you know. Well, it just won't quit. It just keeps coming day after day. I hope it doesn't flood me out again tonight. I'm going to be highly upset if it does. As you can see, I'm glad we got the roof on the old shed. That old shed, I'll tell you what, I didn't show you what happened inside that thing. It's enough to make you barf. I'm not even going to bother showing you. I've been at it now for a week to clean that out. Getting rid of the stuff I don't want and putting it over here in the garage, the stuff we do want. And it's been a mess, I'll tell you, and I'm still not done. It's going to take me another probably 3 or 4 days. Well, today is June 4th, Monday. It's about 7:30 in the morning. It is my first day as a retired gentleman. So I thought I'd celebrate by getting up early and going downtown and having a tooth pulled. Just one of my new bucket list items. Well, here I am. Dr. Bannister's Family Dental. Sounds real friendly, doesn't it? Oh, the door of doom.
And what are you doing?
Hello, good morning, Amy and Paula.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. You know, this is my very first day of being totally retired. And
congratulations.
I'm celebrating with a tooth extraction. This is great. You know, I cannot wait. Where's the madman of the dental world?
He's hiding in his
Oh my God. And what is this stand-up desk business? Is he making you suffer?
I love it.
You know, a lot of people say that. Not me. I'd go crazy if I had to stand all day.
Well, I don't have to stand all day.
You got a bad back?
I don't have to stand all day.
Oh, you get to. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just so old-fashioned.
Yes.
Are we ready, Paula? Are we gonna do this? Oh God, I can't even. You know, I've only lost 2 teeth. I've had 2 teeth pulled my whole life, and now I've got to do number 3.
I'm done.
Amy, if you hear any screaming back there, I want you to call 911 immediately. Okay?
I will do
Okay.
Why you came in?
Boom, 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 boom. Paula said she used to call 911 even if it's your screaming. Is that right? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no. Well, it's over. The tooth is gone. My next appointment is in 2 weeks. He stitched it up. I have no pain at all. Didn't feel a thing. It was a piece of cake. We got us a little bunny rabbit in our potato patch. Check him out. See him right there? He's a friendly little devil. He just runs around our yard. You can almost, he's a wild animal, but you can almost walk up to him before he'll run away. I think the more he gets to know us, the closer he'll come. Pretty cool. He's a cute little thing. Well, I've decided to contact an electrician in town since our son-in-law's back is so bad as a result of the accident. And he came out and I told him what it is we want. He's going to hook me up a 100 amp breaker, run it down there, and then run it out to the shop and put me another 100 amp breaker on the inside of the shop. Then hook up 5 wall outlets, one of them dedicated to the air conditioner we're going to be installing. So I'm waiting for him today to give me an estimate. Here's our little bunny rabbit friend. He decided to leave the old... Where'd he go? He's out there somewhere. Hard to see in the daytime here. He's right down in there somewhere. Yeah, there he is. Anyway, if the price is right, I'm going to go ahead and have him start cranking up on it. He was happy to see that the pipe had already been laid under the ground to run the wires. That was a big cost savings right there. And if he's too high, well, plan B, people. I may have had a tooth pulled a couple hours ago, but by golly, we're still going to eat. So what we're going to cook here is we're going to take this old ham hock. I'm going to cut off a lot of the skin and fat, and then we're going to cook it. Cook us a batch of mustard greens. Yes, we are. So if I sound a little muffled, it's because I still got a wad of cotton in my yap. But we're going to go ahead and trim this up a little bit. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I've trimmed off all of the skin and the fat as much as I can off the ham hock. We're going to go ahead and take some of this vegetable broth. Now you can use chicken broth. This is non-smoked ham hock, so you could have used chicken broth. If it were smoked and salty, you might want to use chicken broth that's unsalted, okay? But this one was not smoked and salted. I've got some pre-cooked bacon that we have frozen, and wifey buys it at the store. That's going to give us a little flavor and a little grease to it, not much, hopefully. And then we've got the flavoring of the ham hock. All of this crap over here, we're not going to use at all. Now we're going to cook this down for about maybe 30 to 40 minutes. It all depends. I want it nice and tender to where it's falling apart. And while that's happening, I'll go ahead and wash our greens 2 or 3 more times. I want all the dirt off those greens. I've already picked through them once, got all the stems out that I could find, the big, coarse, thick stems, and washed all the dirt off, and then I shucked them back in the water one more time. I don't want any dirty grit taste at all. And these greens, or your mustard greens, or your turnip greens, spinach greens, things like that, they're notorious for dirt. While I'm getting ready to put the ham hocks in there, wifey's already cooking some spare ribs and sauerkraut. Ooh, I tell you what, when she gets done, that stuff will just fall off the bone. We like spare ribs and sauerkraut around here. Alright, that ought to be enough, I think. Maybe not, maybe a little bit more, I don't know. We'll go ahead and put the meat in now. And we're not going to boil this stuff, we're just going to kind of, between boil and simmer, okay? There'll be a kind of a sweet spot in there, and this bacon will fall apart. It's frozen together still, but we'll just let her start boiling. I'll come back and show you what I'm talking about. That's about what we're talking about. We don't want to get much higher than that on the boiling. You don't have to boil these things until they bubble up over the top of the fry pan. This is a deep fry pan, by the way. I'm going to go ahead, matter of fact, I'm going to lower it down just a little bit. We want it between a simmer and a boil. And we're going to do this for about a half an hour. The greens are ready to go. I also chopped up a little less than half an onion. And if need be, we'll add a little bit more broth. And before it's over, we're going to add some premium smoked black pepper. My daughter gave that to us. It has an interesting smell to it. Nice smoky smell in a pepper. I used it, I think, it was last fall when we were out cooking on the carport with the Blackstone griddle. That's some pretty cool stuff. Alright, now it's just a matter of waiting. Alright, I have thrown the onions in there. I also went ahead and added the rest of that vegetable broth. It had boiled down quite a bit. Add the chopped onions next. Alright, next we're going to go ahead and add about a half a teaspoon of our smoked pepper. Stir that around, and then you get the old thingamajig here to do it with. Now some people add the red pepper. They'll add jalapeno. You know, red pepper flakes and jalapeno, stuff like that. We're just going to go with the pepper because it's smoked flavor. And if we have to, we'll add a little bit more. About another 10 minutes of boiling, I think. You know, I'm a guy who likes seasoning. Ooh, boy, did that steam up a little bit. I like a little dash of seasoning of different kinds in all my different foods. I think what I'm going to do is add a little bit of seasonal. It says you can use it on vegetables as a crowning touch. I'm not going to put a ton of it in there. I'll just put maybe about that much. That's plenty. Just about ready to add the greens. Let's get the old greens in. I added a little bit of water. For some reason that old broth was cooking down really fast. You know, this is one of these deals where you kind of got to eyeball it. And you go ahead and season it to your own taste. Alright, season it the way you like. Whatever you happen to like. Let me get the rest of the greens in here. Now it's going to be really high when I'm done, but I'm going to take the lid, I'm going to jam them all down. They will cook down. Well, like I said, piled high. Now let's get the lid on it. Cram it on down there. Just like that. They will wilt down and begin to cook down in a few minutes. Alright, I'm going to stir it around a little bit, get some of that stuff at the top down to the bottom. We want this stuff to wilt. Yes, that's what we want, get some of that flavor down into those greens. I'll taste it here in a few minutes and add a little bit more spices as needed. I'm kind of a spicy guy. I think I mentioned this once before, but when you're down south, spicy does not mean spicy. Spicy means hot. So when you're down there and they say, do you want this? It's pretty spicy. Don't think if you're from the north that, oh, it's going to have a lot of good spices in it. No. You want some of this? It's spicy. It means you're going to fry your tongue out, okay? Well, they're looking real good. You can see the different shades of green in there, but we've still got a ways to go. You know, we want those things to turn kind of a, they'll almost turn a light green, maybe. I don't know. We'll wait and see. But they're not cooked completely yet. We got a ways. I just tasted them, and they have just a slightly bitter taste. You know how greens are. So I think what I'm going to do is take my little spoon here and dip it into sugar. Maybe I add a little bit more than that, maybe. Just enough sugar to take away the bitterness. And I might even add a little bit of salt to it, a little more, maybe a little more seasonal. I'm going to season this up just the way I like it. And that's what you have to do. And that's all there is to it, folks. Cook your own. You can use turnip greens, you can use spinach greens, you can use mustard greens, you can use a combination of any of them, and you can cook it any way you like as far as seasoning goes. You can put more onions in it, you can put more ham hock in it. It's up to you. I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and call this part of the video over with, and I think we'll do one more segment and then we'll call it quits, and I'll get this thing uploaded. In this last segment, I'm going to go ahead and open up the box that was given to me by Scott Johnston up at Hamvention in Ohio. Now I've taken the tape loose already. I had it taped together. I haven't opened it up yet though. We got a letter on the top here. Sealed. Let me open it up. Alright, this is such a cool letter. I've got to go ahead and read it, the entire thing. It says, congratulations on your retirement. Welcome to your next adventure. I hope that this is an exciting time for you and that there are years of fun, radios, family, and new experiences in the horizon. To help you on your journey, I've put together a few items that will help you on the way. Pointers. Throughout your videos, we have seen your famous pencil pointers. Ever sharp, they often make the point. To that end, it's time to up your game. I've included I've included new black pencils made in North America. Hear that, Buzz? That claim to be the world's best pencil. But wait, there is more. I have included a new knife that is nicknamed Buzzkill. This is for points that may not be clear or sketchy at best. Use this pointer at your own risk, or at least for peeling potatoes. Finally, we have the patriotic pointer, only to be used on Flag Day, 4th of July, and Veterans Day. Let's go ahead and see what he's talking about here. Oh my goodness, look at all these pencils. Check this out. Buzz, eat your heart out. You see what happens when you live right, good things happen to you, boy. Look at that. You know something? I will use one of these pencils in my next video, my next radio video. That is cool. Wow, that's cool, Scott. These are, let me see here. It says Dixon Black, Dixon Ticonderoga. Yeah, no, come on. You'd think that they would put, the Chinese, of course the Chinese are required by law to put on there made in China. They don't have anything here that says made in, in USA. Would have been nice. Probably on the box though. Well, that's cool. Let's move on to the next item. He said it was a knife. There it is right there. Alright, Buzz. I may even peel a potato with that, one of my winning potatoes. And just make Buzz, I'll just gloat, make Buzz cower down up there. And it says it's called Buzzkill. That's the Buzzkill. And let me see. We have the patriotic pointer. The patriotic pointer. There it is right there. The patriotic pointer. Now that's cool. I like anything with an American flag on it. You know that. If it's American, I like it. Well, I had to go over and check on the greens to make sure they don't overcook. And we're back again. I'll probably have to leave one more time before this is over. The next item is a terminal strip. I've included a very rare and expensive original Radio Shack terminal strip. I'm sure that this will be a collector's item one day, and in a few years will make you a millionaire. Now there's talking. Original solder strip from Radio Shack. Let me zoom in there a little bit. Might help with the lighting's not too good today. It's overcast again. Well, there it is. One of my little that's original, buddy. I can already see. Cha-ching. What's next? Notepad. He said he spared no expense in that it's also very special. I hope you immediately write down 10 things you want to see, do, travel to, etc. as you continue in retirement. I hope that you will continue your wish list and have fun checking them off. It's funny you should say that. Funny you should send this. Yesterday I was looking at a website that I'm going to try to talk my son and maybe bring along his son. We're going to go on a vacation as a grandpa, son, and grandson. If I can talk them all into it and they can get the time to do it. I don't know how long it's going to take, but if we ever get there and we ever do this, you guys out there are going to be so envious. What's next? Envelope. This is the start of an emergency radio fund. I'm going to need it after doing this shop. Hide this well from wifey, grandma, the kids, and the dogs. When you really feel that you can't afford another radio or toy, break out the funds and go to town. Well, I should be breaking that out right now. Well, here's the envelope. I'm going to definitely put $1 in there, probably tomorrow or next day. I think I'm going to have to pop that baby open. I opened that envelope. I thought the humidity had somehow stuck it together. But when I got it open, look what's inside. Scott, this is bad. This is very bad, Scott. I will be contacting you about this, Scott. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. The next item is a brush. Now you might think this brush is for radio restoration, but it's not. It's for a new hobby since you have so much free time. I hope you can take on new ways to keep your mind sharp and hands busy. Acid brush. You know, that's one of the original acid brushes. Boy, that sucker's, you know, the ones you buy downtown now are they're real short. They're not long like this. These things are lifesavers. If you don't have any, try to get some of the old original ones. That's at least 6 inches long. The ones downtown are only about like that long. Really terrible. And they don't have a whole lot of hair in the brush like this one does either. This is one of your really good ones. Well, that's a good one there, Scott. What's next? QSL card. I hope this is not the first and certainly not the last. Get on the air more and have some ham fun. I'm trying. By the way, this is his QSL card. KD4 EBL. To John from Arkansas. Great to finally meet you in person. Yeah, it was. Me too. I really enjoyed seeing him the last 2 years up in Hamvention. By the way, the artwork on his QSL card was done by his daughter. Pretty cool, huh? I like that. An original. I'll bet there's no other one in the whole world that has original art like that done by a ham's daughter. Very cool. And the last thing is miso soup. Who doesn't like a quick bowl of soup? Keep cooking and sharing your Mish-Mash videos. Well, I just so happen to be cooking today. Perfect timing. There it is, another package of instant miso soup. Boy, this stuff is so good. Oh man, Scott. This is we are definitely going to talk about that one. And everything else is so cool. American-made pencils. You know, I might just send one of these to Buzz. I might just do that. Just send one of these to Buzz. He needs something American in his house. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, thank you, my friend. And of course, we all know what that means. Shout out to our good subscriber, Scott Johnston. And guess what else happened while I was cooking the greens? Wifey went out and checked the mail and came back in and handed me this box. It is from our good subscriber, Atgo2117. Let's see what Atgo has sent without me knowing it, without telling me in advance. I don't know what I'm going to do with you guys. I swear I don't know what I'm going to do with y'all. There's a note. Oh, another retirement thing here. Let me see. Hi, John. Congratulations for your retirement that you have earned so hard over the years. Now you can live the good life. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I wanted to give you your retirement present, but what can you buy for someone who has everything? Well, I don't know. How about a new jet airplane? That would so, thought I'd give you something out of my game room collection. Now, that's cool. Right out of his game room. You can bet this will never, whatever this is, it will never leave my possession. You're an antique radio guy. Me too. I've had this little salt and pepper shaker for quite a while. Had it on my 1940s RCA AM table radio. It has the RCA nipper dog listening to his master's sound through the speaker. Hope maybe you've got an RCA Victor radio in your collections and might enjoy having it on there as I did. Well, for us old guys who have retired, you'll probably find that you'll be working harder being at home than you have at work. I've already done that. He says, I have. See you, buddy, Atco. Well, son of a gun. Here we go. We got this. We got this. Let me get this unwrapped here. Now, isn't that cute? Check that out. Even the wife thinks it's cute. She just doesn't usually get into anything I have, you know. She got her own thing. It's a salt and pepper shaker, like he said. There's the holes in the back of the neck of Nipper. And there's the holes in the horn, record player horn. Now that's cool. I don't know. You know, I would be really leery of putting that out in my shop. I'm going to have to figure out a place, and you had a sticker on the bottom. I can see right there where I held it in place. I'll probably have to do the same thing with this and hold it in place with that. That is really neat. I know a guy that would kill to have this. Wow, that's pretty darn slick. Between Scott Johnston and Atco, this has been a banner day. Started out bad, sitting in a chair, but it's ending well. Holy mackerel. Tell you what, we all know what that means again. Shout out to Atco 2117. All right, one last peek at the old greens and ham hocks. Boy, I'll tell you what, that's really smelling very good. I added just a touch more water to it to get it, you know, to where it would move around easier to stir. It was beginning to get a little thick. We're going to be munching on those in the not too distant future. Well, that's it for now. Until next time, this is John.